What's up, gaming? And I'm here with my Ninja Gadget build for SAO Fatal Bullet. Let's go ahead and get up into this thing. Alright, so starting it out, in this build you want to focus on intelligence and dex. Intelligence and dex. As you see, my intelligence is 206, my dex is 200. I did have like a 160 dex and a 130 or something like that type of deal with my luck going up, but I decided to switch it around, and because I didn't find luck being as useful, and my AGI was good where it was, as far as like being between like 28 34 or something like that for the time being, because I do a lot of running and gunning with this build. But with this build, it's more for that skilled player type. So with your strength, you basically want to get it up to around about 95, 96, where you know that you'll be able to dual wield if you're able to do so, or if you have like a certain type of weapon that requires you to have that high of strength. Also, with your bit, you want to have that around like a 60, 70 type area. I got 70. I feel like it was useful at that point. I could have went down about 65, 60, but I think with one of my gear pieces that I have on, it raised it. With my intelligence, like I said, I put that to 206. My skills come back so fast, guys. It comes back like quick, super quick. I think it's probably between like a 3 to 5 second wait for my skills to pop back to me. Dex makes me a little bit more deadly when I could, because my skills keep coming back so fast. I can keep those type of toxics and things going in on you the whole round when you're going against the enemy. Alright, so as you see, my defense is kind of on the low side, but with this build, this type of skill build, you need to move. You cannot stay in one spot. You need to move. I cannot stress that enough. Alright, so let's hop up off here. Like I said, if you all are looking at that look and be like, oh, well, you don't get the weapon drops that you need. Honestly, I really haven't seen a difference in weapon drops from having luck at 1 to having luck at 200. It really hasn't been a difference to me. I've seen other YouTubers with 160 luck, or 200 luck, or 255 luck, and some with 1, and they still, it still varies on. I think it's just your RNG. It's basically just the RNG. So let's hop off of here and let's go and check out my equipment. As you see, I have the GL6 Disaster, the KL Shamal. I have on my Vantage suit. I have my legendary eye patch and my head protector M. Alright, so with my GL6 Disaster, I'm doing 1954 explosive force. It's only requested stats, strength at 44, dex at 41, and my stats on this weapon is critical damage, crit rate, weak spot damage, damage at max HP, damage versus max, and ammo acquired. The biggest thing and the reason why I have this weapon is for that graviton shot. That thing there is what you want to get for this build. That graviton shot, being able to hold monsters in place if you're trying to get away, anything of the sort. Graviton shot is where it's at. As you see, I did put crit damage on it, weak spot damage, and crit rate. I like this weapon, but it is what it is. I'll put it that way. Alright, so let's go to my KL Shamal. This weapon, I love dual wielding these things right here. So you see my physical power is at 352, strength is 37 for the requested stat, and dex is 39 for the requested stat. When you go down to my stats, you see I have bullet circle accuracy, auto reload rate, ammo acquired, damage versus life forms, damage from behind, weak spot damage, physical attack, and critical damage. I would have liked to get rid of the damage from behind, but I ran out of memory slots, so it was perfectly fine because I know that my weak spot damage, physical attack, and crit damage made it a little bit better. I wasn't able to put the pluses on it because it was already a weapon rank 7, so maybe when they come out with the update, maybe I'll be able to raise it at that point in time. But as far as the weapon itself, it is a monster of a weapon, especially when you're dual wielding. When you're dual wielding SMGs, they become like the beast mode of weapons. So that weak spot damage and physical attack and critical damage really help out a lot when it comes to going against anyone. Honestly, I can really put that weapon onto people like I want to. So that's all for that weapon. Let's bounce out of here and go to my eye patch. And honestly, the only reason why I got this eye patch on is because of the strength and the movement speed. That's basically it. So off of that, let's go to head protector M gear, and I use this just because of the VIT 17 that it gives me. So I could have used this beret right here for the gadget attack, but I might check that out later on to see exactly how it runs and if I like it. But honestly, right now I feel like I run pretty well. Let's go over to my gadgets, and with my gadgets I'm running the metal material, camouflage, smoke grenade, electromag, stun trap, and proximity mine. So as I told you, this is a ninja build, a ninja gadget build, or basically an all-around skill build that can help you move as fast as possible. So with my smoke grenade, it allows me to get out of trouble in combination with my camouflage. So drop a smoke grenade, hit the camouflage, and I'm out if I need to. My electromag stun trap and my proximity mine also work well as a ninja build because I can continuously keep putting all of these down. And of course, it takes time to build up the electromag stun trap, but at the same time with doing that, I'm still dropping down my proximity mine, and my intelligence is so high is that I continuously get all of these things back, which is very beneficial. Okay, so let's go into my skill sets. And as you see on my submachine gun, I have armor break shot 1, toxic gas blast 2, blazing blast 2, and toxic gas blast 1. Okay, so with these skills, I constantly keep popping these skills over and over again because I get them back within 3 to 5 second time span, and I constantly keep popping them. Turn around, shoot the enemy, shoot the enemy, shoot the enemy, pop and shoot the enemy. It's just over and over, rinse and repeat. But with this armor break shot, it helps so much because say you're going against level 145, level 150 enemy, the armor break shot could make it so much more easier to put something like a toxic gas blast or blazing blast onto that enemy and make it effective, or make it effective to where you can actually use a weapon to shoot when it's hard to use it without it. So let's go over to my launcher graviton shot, armor break shot 1, hyper awareness and tactical roll. Hyper awareness actually is a very important one here for me because with my defense so low, I'm constantly always clicking hyper awareness. That way, if a monster or enemy or whoever does attack me, I'm able to evade that attack. Once again, using my armor break shot leaves them open, or group them all together with the graviton shot. All right, but let's bounce off of that. And basically now, in conjunction with all of that, I have my systems robot here, and on her I actually designed her to be a little bit balanced when it comes to skill play. So I have her strength at 84, her wit at 77, intelligence at 180, AGI at 33, dex at 135, and luck at 160. And the reason why I put her luck at 160 is to try and play around with the game and see if I have her luck up, if that'll help me to get drops. Basically just trying to test out some things. Other than that, she does have high intelligence, and basically I'm using her for the health. Basically, if I drop, or if a teammate drops, or if we need to be cured, then she's able to always constantly put out the curing field or the healing shot field. So that's the way I have her designed like this, putting all of everything into intelligence and into dex and a little bit into luck. Now we bounce off of here and we go to her equipment. You see that I have her with the spicule, the Beetlejuice. I think that's what that say. If not, then y'all tell me in the comments below if that say something else. You see her gear is the flat top elf. She has on optical wings and a promise ring. So on her promise ring, it gives her luck +5, item drop rate 10, rare item drop rate +2.5. And like I said, it's just to test it out to see if I can get some drop rates with her having her luck up. Optical wings, this is for her bit and movement speed. On her dual wielding guns here, you see she's got the optical power with damage to humanoids, physical attack, damage versus life forms, ammo acquired, optical attack, weak spot damage, damage at max HP, and critical damage. Yeah, y'all see these guns. I would have used them, but nah, I don't want to use them yet. Probably I like trying to have me and my robot even, so I think I like them a little bit better on her. Strength requirement was 36, dex requirement was 26. For the spicule, she has physical power of 589, explosive force of 1791, strength 64, dex 45. Let's go down to the stats. Damage versus humanoids, physical attack, ammo acquired, critical damage, explosive attack, and weak spot damage. So pretty good weapon all the way around. Biggest thing for it, I just put graviton shot 2 on her, so she's able to also mob up crowds, and we're able to handle a lot of work. Let me show you her gadget skill setup. So for her gadget, she has metal material camouflage, toxic knife, also electromagnetic, stun trap, and flashbang. I gave her the stun trap also because once my stun trap gets ran over, then maybe her stun trap get ran over. So it makes it a whole lot more easier to take down enemy bosses and take down mobs, crowds, and stuff like that. Flashbang also just to do the damage to stun mobs of people and be able to get away or stun them and really put, them bullets on them. Let's go to her skill sets. On her gun, she has healing field shot 1, armor break shot 2, curing field shot, and blazing blast. As I told you, I'm just basically using her for a healer, honestly. And then, like, if she can slip in and throw out her armor break shot and her blazing blast, that's totally fine. It helps out the team a whole lot more. It's basically like she's mostly a big time team player. Graviton shot on her launcher, Graviton shot 2, excuse me, plasma blast, armor break shot 2, and healing field shot 1. So as you can see, I made us pretty much kind of, a real tag team duo, you know, and this is my skill build along with my robot system. But once again, this is a Ninja Gadget